This is Star Wars Discover the Force, Naboo pilot. He is number 10 of 12 of the Walmart exclusive line, Discover the Force. I found this line at Walmart yesterday, and I wasn't really impressed looking at them in the package, but I got a couple. I got Rick Ali and Aura Singh, and I liked them well enough. I really liked Rick Ali, so I went back and I thought I'd get some more. But I got I think I got 5 more. And I must say I was disappointed when I got them out of the package. What happened was these figures were supposed to be part of the vintage collection, or at least some of them were. I believe this guy was, so was Rick Ali and Aura Singh. But they became Walmart exclusives, and then Walmart decided to make their own Walmart exclusive line called Discover the Force. So some of these figures will appear later in the vintage collection. Anyway, onto the figure in a second. Let's look at the packaging he comes in first. It's very similar to the new Clone Wars and Movie Heroes packaging, except it has this little 3D glasses on it, and then you can look at this picture of the figure in the back and it appears in 3D. Small bio and some figures from the rest of the wave. This is a galactic battle game. A galactic battle game figure. That means it comes with a card with some like score points and stats on it, a rolling dice, and a display stand, which the card will fit in like that, and then you can play a role-playing game with your friends with your Star Wars figures. He comes with his Naboo pilot helmet, I'm never really a fan of the Star Wars helmets. They just always kind of look silly. He comes with this jacket. I like this jacket better than most, and the main reason being is it has this little piece in the back that kind of pulls together all the excess, well, some of the excess fabric, so it doesn't fluff out as much. But it does have really big arms, so it doesn't really look like a jacket. I think he looks way better without it. He comes with a Naboo pilot's blaster, which fits very snugly into here. I really like the blaster. It's a pretty quality accessory, and he holds on to it very well also. Alright, now onto the figure. As you can probably tell now, since I got him out of his jacket, he is the exact same sculpt as Rick Ali. Only thing different is the helmet. His glasses are up, and his are on his eyes. And then, of course, the head sculpt's different. But that's it. So, I mean, like I said earlier, I really like this Rick Ali figure. But when I got this Naboo pilot out of the packaging, I was really disappointed that it was the exact same body sculpt. So it might sound kind of contradictory, because I really like the Rick Ali figure. But once I saw that, I was really let down, and I don't like this guy nearly as much. I mean, who knows? If I got him first, I might like him more, and Rick Ali not as much. But I was definitely let down by that. I was really agitated. So I'm just not really being able to get behind this figure. But for review's sake, I will review him like I did Rick Ali. So let's take a closer look at the sculpt. I do really like it. That's my favorite thing about the Rick Ali figure. I love his jacket. It looks really cool, and I love the lower part and the collar. It's got a lot of great texture in his arms. And let me show you the front. That collar is awesome. It's a huge coat collar, and then he has a collar inside that, and then he has a white collar on his neck. I really like that. His boots I like a lot also. Lots of buckles on there. They look pretty heavy duty. I really like the actual foot part too. That looks pretty piecey as well. So his head sculpt is what sets him apart from Rick Ali, if they're not wearing their helmets. He's got some nice texture in his hair, but his face is very generic, very nondescript. And almost every single one of the ones I saw in the store, all their eyebrows were screwed up. I mean, look at his right eyebrow is way over there. A lot of their eyes were crossed too. This was the straightest eyes I could find out of the 4 or 5 that were on the shelf. His paint is very simple. It's just I feel like the vintage collection figures, feel like they're getting a lot lazier with the paint and detail. It's just this one color in the jacket, one color on the pants, one color on the boots. The only real detail is these pieces here, those little black bits on his chest and on his back. So the paint it's pretty weak. All right, so I mean, you saw him next to Rick Ali. The size comparison there, but just in case you don't have him, here he is next to the B-Wing pilot. He's just a little bit shorter than the B-Wing pilot. I mean, he's not a tall figure at all. He's actually pretty small. Well, pretty short, I guess. Alright, so articulation. He's got a ball-jointed head, ball-hinge shoulders, ball-hinge elbows, swivel wrist, or swivel gloves, I guess. A swivel waist, swivel hips, which I really hate that articulation, ball hinge knees and ball hinge feet, so he can kick down, and swivel 360. And I really hate that because I mean he's got great articulation everywhere else. You know, it's ball hinge pretty much everything, all the joints that count. These ones, you know, down here in his feet. But I mean, all that is pretty much made useless by these hinge hips or these swivel hips, because all he can do is this. You know, he can't put his legs out and really use the extra articulation. So I really hate that. I really hate Star Wars articulation. It's so horrible. Alright, so should you get this figure? If you have the Rick Ali figure, no, definitely don't. He's not worth the money. If you can't find the Rick Ali figure on the shelf and you're thinking about settling for him, I would hold out for Rick Ali. I like him a lot better. I like his head sculpt a lot better. I like his helmet. I just really like him. He's a much, I mean, they're both pretty small characters, but I like him. Even though it's the same sculpt, there's just something about him. I really like his head sculpt a lot that I think sets him higher than the Naboo pilot. Alright, well, I hope you found this helpful. Hope you enjoyed the 1080 video, and until next time, keep collecting.